Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation on the DBS Marketplace Plus. We are Team Ahobey, and our problem statement is how might banks create an effective marketplace to distribute goods and services for third parties, also known as vendors, to our customers. We have tweaked the focus of our proposal, and we have submitted a second proposal as well. We are focusing our new solution on vendors instead of on the customers. This is our agenda for this presentation. We'll firstly share with you what we see as the opportunities for DBS Marketplace Plus. And we will also share with you a typical vendor persona and demonstrate to you our product MVP. We will also be identifying our problem and sharing with you our solution and our value propositions. We will then share with you our AWS architecture, and we'll also do our business analysis and ending off with our plans going forward. All right, firstly, the context. DBS is actually positioned in a good place to be a bank that also has a banking marketplace. And this is due to DBS having secure online transactions, which consumers online tend to see as an important part to push them towards actually trusting in online transactions and into using e-commerce. In Singapore, particularly, 3 in 4 internet users have bought something online before, and all over the world, e-commerce is growing at up to 8 times the speed of brick and mortar stores. With existing stores, including those with physical shops, using multiple channels to reach their customers and to expand their customer base. Even more recently, in light of COVID-19, in 2020, online sales has increased with people spending more time at home, and many offline stores and also online stores have tried as well to expand their base and therefore signing up on many different marketplaces. And especially in Singapore's digital economy, the opportunity is great and is estimated to be worth at least $0.5 billion. And so what do merchants or vendors face? This is actually my own shop. That picture is me. I am Ruth, and I sell customized lockets on 7 different online platforms. In fact, I have tried Lazada and Amazon, but I have deleted the accounts due to different difficulties with them. Before COVID, I have also set up physical pop-up booths. So I know firsthand what are the challenges of merchants when they try to sell online and having to put their products on all these different platforms. Oh, there is DBS Marketplace Plus. Okay, so yeah, I want to sell on DBS Marketplace. Which platform? Shopee. Yeah, enter. Okay, let me copy, paste over my user, attach image. Okay, choose from library. Up. Yep, I've already screenshot that. Okay, done. And 1 to 2 working days. Okay, but yeah, since we have already pre-submitted this. Okay, so let's check. It's all right. Yep, this is correct. Okay, I confirm. And I guess I just close the app and oh, look, someone has bought a dumbbell from me. All right, let's open, see. Okay, so I just need to press that I have packed it, and I will update the app when I've shipped the item.
Hi everyone, I'm here to demonstrate the DBS Marketplace platform from the user perspective. So as you can see, there are 3 options. The first one is I'm feeling lucky, which is an option that you can choose if you do not have any particular item in mind and hope that DBS Marketplace can recommend you the product. There's also the traditional search bar for the items that you want. The last one is not meant for users but for sellers, where they can choose the option to sell on DBS Marketplace. So I shall click on I'm feeling lucky. Okay, at this juncture, you notice that there is actually a left swipe and a right swipe for the products. So when I swipe left, you are rejecting the product, meaning that you skip the next better product that you want. You swipe right, you are actually adding the product to a cart. So it's equivalent to liking the product or adding it to a wish list. So start shopping. Okay. The first product turns out to be Chicha coupon. I don't really want it, so I'll just swipe left. Next, we have this sports mask. I'm not very interested actually because I already have a mask at home. So I'll swipe left also. Okay, this one is a neoprene dumbbell. I have all the information here, but I'll find out more about what are the reviews. So I actually click on the I button, the red button with I symbol. So it shows a list of reviews. You can see that there are 5 reviews, and overall, all the reviews are quite well received. So because of that, I swipe right and add it to my cart. You can see at the top right corner that the item can be added to the cart. So that's it.
The big problem that we are trying to tackle is the uphill task of using a new marketplace. This is what causes a big barrier for vendors to come on board the DBS Marketplace Plus. Firstly, is the inventory. Usually for a new marketplace, you require weeks of manual porting over of products, and the vendor also has to start from ground zero in the new marketplace with no reputation. And thirdly, there's great competition in the e-commerce market, and it is easy for their products to be drawn out and they might not reach their target audience.
With the big problems identified, our team came up with DBS Marketplace Plus, which adopts a 3-pronged approach to increase merchant and user acquisition. First, we have the seamless seller onboarding. Second, we introduce a minimalistic intuitive UI for the users. And third, we have a smart matching of products for the users. Our first value proposition is seamless seller onboarding. Traditionally, for a merchant to start selling on an e-commerce platform, they will have to first register for an account, then go through multiple steps to list their product information and key in the product details. However, with DBS Marketplace Plus, automated information porting will be made possible, and merchants can port over their listings from current e-commerce sites to our platform. This greatly reduces the number of onboarding steps to a simple 2-step onboarding process. Furthermore, given that most merchants are already on board other e-commerce platforms, the ease of porting listings over would reduce the switching costs of sellers on other platforms and would greatly encourage them to come on board DBS Marketplace Plus. This is how the onboarding process looks like. The merchant first chooses the e-commerce platform they are already on, enter the e-commerce details and account verification details. Then, we will verify their account on our site and scrape data on the e-commerce site given the merchant's information. After porting the product listings, merchants can then review their products to confirm and mark if the products are out of stock or in stock. Our second value proposition is the minimalistic intuitive UI. On traditional e-commerce sites, users usually use search and browse features to look for a certain product and compare between alternatives. These platforms are more cluttered as well. On the other hand, DBS Marketplace Plus adopts a modern and intuitive UI where users can swipe left and right to browse products. This value proposition emphasizes on product discovery and encourages an addictive browsing action. DBS merchants benefit from this, as this approach will increase user engagement and user conversion rate. This is how the addictive browsing feature looks like, with a minimalist and intuitive UI. Users can choose to swipe left from products they don't prefer, and swipe right if they like a product. This will then be added to cart. Upon clicking the More Information button, more details such as reviews and comments from previous buyers can be seen.
On our third value proposition, we have the smart matching of products. Before our solution, the traditional online shopping will require the customer to have an idea of what he or she is looking for. The customer will then browse through the various platforms to compare prices across, as well as the different alternatives available. Upon implementation of our solution, we reimagine the marketplace to be fully AI-driven, meaning customers can receive recommendations for products without even searching for it. This allows the customer to purchase what they need effortlessly. As the customers are more satisfied, they will be more interested in using the DBS Marketplace Plus, which will create a greater outreach for sellers, which in turn attract more sellers to come on board. Here is how the smart matching looks like. There are two ways that the customer can get to the recommended product. First, by notification, or secondly, they can go into the DBS Marketplace Plus and tap on the I'm Feeling Lucky button. The application will then show the customer the recommended product, which in this case are the dumbbells. So how does all of this work? For the first value proposition, the way to automatically import information is through web scraping. Since the sellers will have given consent and their username of their existing e-commerce platforms, DBS Marketplace Plus can simply import over all the product information and reviews associated. For the second value proposition on a minimalist, intuitive user interface, since swiping on apps is in trend, having such a Tinder version of marketplaces is intuitive and will keep customers interested. And finally, for the third value proposition on smart matching of products, we have an AI engine that distills data from various sources to determine the customer's interest and recommend matches of products accordingly. At the back end, we have the DBS Marketplace Plus run on an AWS architecture. Simply put, the seller data flow follows the red boxes. From the web scraping of data via Amazon SageMaker from the existing e-commerce platforms into a data lake created using Amazon S3. The choice of Amazon S3 was in consideration of storing various types of data, including image data from the seller products and the unstructured text data from associated reviews. Similarly, for the customers, it follows the black boxes into the Amazon S3, where upon processing of both sets of data, a deep recommended system can be run by Amazon SageMaker. The matches will then be sent over to the yellow box where application hosting is found.
At this juncture, we'd like to compare our solution vis-a-vis our competitors. Our competitors generally fall within two main categories. The first will be e-commerce platforms such as Lazada, Shopee, Q10, and EasyBuy. The second would be peer-to-peer platforms such as Carousel and iTask. Although both categories contain B2C and C2C transactions, the second category has a much higher proportion of transient sellers who only sell on an ad hoc basis from time to time. So our competitors generally adhere to a design whereby the landing page has a full display of items, deals, and recommendations. While some of these items may catch the visitor's eye, the clutter and dizzying array of options will put off some people. And it will also be ignored by those who already have a purchase goal in mind. Therefore, we chose a minimalist design to consolidate the potential deals and recommendations into a single button, called the I'm Feeling Lucky button. At the same time, the search function will still be accessible to customers. So secondly, we noticed that from a seller's point of view, DBS Marketplace would be the fastest platform for them to set up shop. Unlike competitors which require sellers to manually list their product information on the platform, DBS Marketplace will allow sellers to transfer product information from other platforms, thereby reducing weeks of administrative workload to hours and even minutes. We hope that this feature will generate a bandwagon effect as more sellers hop on to DBS Marketplace. Thirdly, we are looking at the recommendation system of DBS Marketplace. It's different from its competitors because it takes into account the customer's banking and transaction details. Such information will not be available to its competitors. So to build and refine recommendations for customers, our competitors often have to rely on the customer's prior interaction with the platform. For example, searching on the platform, clicking on particular products, so on and so forth. In contrast, DBS Marketplace do not require customers to have any prior interaction with the platform in order to generate such recommendations, because most of our recommendations could be derived from the information that we had already obtained from the DBS banking unit. So overall, these competitive advantages that I stated will allow DBS Marketplace to get ahead of its competitors, which are more established and well-known in the market currently. So going further, we have three things that we would like to implement. First will be to have a loyalty rewards program so that people will continue to be engaged with the platform. We hope that customers will not just do a once-off purchase and no longer come back. Therefore, if we have points that can be accumulated for swiping products or liking products, so on and so forth, they will be able to exchange it for rewards and deals, which should keep them coming back. So next, we also hope that we can allow sellers to transfer images and videos from their social media accounts to DBS Marketplace. Yeah, because right now we only allow transfer from other platforms. Okay, lastly, we are thinking of adding new features such as comparison tools, depending on the feedback from buyers and sellers. So these are our team members. We are from NTU, NUS, and SUSS respectively. We hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you very much.